Welcome back, history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the past to uncover some of the most devastating lies ever told. I'm your host, that spicy history teacher, and in this episode, we'll explore 5 historical lies that had far-reaching consequences. Let's jump right in. Our first lie takes us back to the early 2000s, in the aftermath of 9/11. The United States, led by the Bush administration, believed that Saddam Hussein's Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction, threatening the nation's security. Despite the lack of credible evidence, the administration went to war based on unreliable information. There is no doubt that Saddam Hussein now has weapons of mass destruction. Dick Cheney, the informant, curveball, was later discredited, and the documents about uranium purchases turned out to be fakes. Nonetheless, the devastating result was an 8-year war, costing $2.4 trillion, and thousands of American and hundreds of thousands of Iraqi lives. Next, we turn to the tobacco industry, which for years, denied the harmful effects of smoking and its addictive nature. Despite overwhelming evidence, they reassured customers with false claims. Cigarette smoking is no more addictive than coffee, tea, or Twinkies. James W. Johnston, CEO of R.J. Reynolds. The reality was grim, with 480,000 Americans dying each year from smoking-related illnesses. In 1998, the tobacco companies had to pay $206 billion to cover smoking-related medical costs as part of a settlement with 46 states. Our third lie revolves around the Vietnam War, where the government deceived the American people about the war's unwinnable nature and their involvement in it. We are not about to send American boys 9 or 10,000 miles away from home to do what Asian boys ought to be doing for themselves. President Johnson. Despite this assurance, the government sent tens of thousands of Americans to Vietnam. When the Pentagon Papers were released in 1971, it revealed the extent of deception, eroding trust in the government and causing anger among Americans. Moving back to the 1930s, we uncover a lie that led to the deaths of millions during the Ukrainian famine, orchestrated by Joseph Stalin. There is no famine or actual starvation, nor is there likely to be. Walter Duranty, New York Times. Western reporters like Walter Duranty repeated the Soviet government's false claims, ignoring the millions starving to death. This allowed the world to turn a blind eye to the suffering and deaths in Ukraine. Our final lie takes us to post-World War I Germany, where General Paul von Hindenburg propagated a lie that had disastrous consequences. The German army was stabbed in the back. Hindenburg blamed the defeat on radicals and undesirables, igniting a myth that the German army was betrayed, leading to the rise of the Nazi Party. And there you have it, 5 of the most devastating lies told in history. These lies had far-reaching consequences, resulting in wars, deaths, and a loss of trust in governments. Remember, as we study history, it's crucial to learn from these mistakes and never repeat them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, That Spicy History Teacher, for more fascinating historical content. Until next time, keep learning and keep questioning.